What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Brother Omar, aka Omeezy, OHMEEZZY. If you send me something that has just one Z or one E, I won't respond. I swear to you, I won't respond. Nevertheless, I come to you with a more serious topic today. Today I'm talking about death. Oh wait, how was that dramatic? Today, I'm talking about death. But for real, today I'm talking about death. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, comment your favorite carnival food. Mine is honestly a smoked turkey leg. I don't do funnel cakes. Funnel cakes are overrated. After about 3 bites of a funnel cake, you want to be finished with the funnel cake. Smoked turkey legs are the only way to go. But nevertheless, let's get straight into this topic. I feel like I wanted to touch on this topic because this is a big part of my life. This is a serious portion of my life. So death is so big. Death is so permanent. Let me tell you a little bit about my experience with death. As you guys might or might not know, my father passed away. 2005. I was about 8 years old, 7 years old or something like that. I didn't know what it meant, you know what I'm saying? I've heard of the concept or whatever. So when my father passed away, it was a real jarring moment. Like, I can remember it so vividly. I woke up, my brother and my cousin were in my room. We were playing Mario Kart, and my uncle walks in and he lets me know that, you know, your father didn't make it or whatever. He was sick. We go outside, all my family is there, they're sad. My mom is deep in her room crying. You know, I cried for a minute, but I didn't cry for too long because I came to grips with it very fast. But two, I was too young to know what that meant, if that makes sense. I didn't know what it meant. As time progressed or whatever, we went to the funeral. I'm still joking and laughing, and this was my first time seeing the body. And it was my father right there, like he was just there. And he, you know, he didn't look the same. So, you know, maybe it still didn't hit me. There he was. And we did the funeral and we put him in the ground and boom, that was it. That was the story of my father. 40 years old, passes away. And this was 10 plus years ago for me. I mean, as time goes on, you know, we went to therapy for a little while. I expressed some emotion there. I was young, and it sounds so bad to say, but as you get older, the memory fades. You never forget. It never goes away completely. You know, there are certain moments in my life today as I'm a man or trying to become a man that I'm like, man, I wish I could just pick up my phone right now, go to my favorite section and hit the phone number for my dad, call him and just ask him or just talk to him. You know, there's questions. And I know my brother feels the same way. I don't want to get too deep into my own story. Just know as I've progressed in my life, other people have passed. 2 years after that, my grandfather passed, my dad's dad. I was never with grandparents. I only have one grandparent that's still living, but both of my grandmothers were deceased by the time I was born. Don't know those experiences. People always tell me those experiences. I don't get jealous. I'm staying on me a lot, but I don't get too jealous or whatever. It's like a dang, man. I wish I could do that. I wish I could have that experience, especially as an adult. And I always think about my kids, and when they grow up, they're gonna grow up without these figures in their lives. Some of which that I had in my lives, but they just won't experience those things. It's tragic, it's permanent, it's something that you'll never get over, something that'll always be with you. I tweeted out on Twitter the other day, I had a barber, my lifelong barber, he passed away. Every time I get in the chair now, it's just a different feeling. Honestly, if you ever see me go like long periods of time without getting a haircut, that's why, because I just don't feel comfortable getting in that chair still. My barber was my best friend, man. He was a father figure as well. Like, I just don't know how to explain it. So death is just really permanent. And I know people out there have experienced death. If you care to, share that in the comments as well. Talk about your experiences with death. But I want to go over some of the things that helped me get over death to some extent. Get over, like I said, you never really get over death, but I want to go through some of those things that helped me. So I think the first thing to do when somebody dies is deal with it. I can't tell you how to deal with it. It depends on how this person was in your life. So that's another big step too. First and foremost, recognize who that person was in your life. Kind of put a title on them, and then deal with it. I seen people kind of bottle up the situation, and then, you know, it kind of lashes out later. It affects them later on in life. But you have to recognize, you got to say to yourself, okay, this person was my X, Y, and Z, and they're no longer here. How do I do that? Next step is cry. Like, get it out. I don't know how else to say it, but you got to get those feelings out of your body. If you bottle it up, you don't cry or whatever, it'll come out in a different way. Your body is funny. Your emotions are funny. I think the next thing that I found was very helpful is talking to people. Getting it out there how you feel instead of racing through your mind, it really doesn't help you. Honestly, it creates this cloud in your mind of, okay, I have all these feelings and it's just so much pressure and it's so much pressure until you get to this breaking point where you just feel like you have to snap. I feel like it's very important to talk about your feelings and what you're going through. Professional help is always highly recommended by me. I recommend professional help. If you can't get professional help, listen, reach out to somebody, friend, mother, brother, sister, whoever is in your life. If you need to reach out to me, man, honestly, if you're going through this right now and you need to reach out to me, or you've gone through something in the past and you need to reach out to me, everyone knows I will answer DMs. Please feel free to DM me. We can talk about this. I'm not a death professional. That makes me sound like a murderer, but we can get through these situations together, at least talk about it. And then I know this might sound crazy, but I think an important thing that got me through a lot of those situations, as far as not having a father goes, is, I don't want to say I found a replacement, but I found people to kind of fill that void. If you've ever been a friend of mine or been in close contact with me or whatever, I might call you dad, or I might call your dad's dad, like my dad. I might call you Pop's dad, you know, Daddy-O, some, I don't know, pause. But no, I might call you like some variation of father, dad, or whatever. I know I have one dad. I know I do, like biologically I have one dad, but I call them that and put them on that pedestal because they're gonna teach me life lessons that I couldn't have got being out here by myself, learning from my peers or whatever. Or sometimes I do learn from my peers, but sometimes I can't get those life lessons from my own. So therefore, you know, I put them on this pedestal, and it's honestly helped me, like recognizing them as a father figure. Recognizing them as a father figure has helped me get experiences from them and then use it in my life that I wouldn't have gotten because my dad is no longer here, or my granddad is no longer here, or my barber is no longer here, or I have uncles that are no longer here. Those are some of the things that have helped me get through the permanentness of death. I know this was a much somber video. I had to get this off my chest. I'm trying to get some more of that content out there. It might help somebody. It might honestly help somebody out there. But again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, description box down below. Comment. Carnival food first and foremost, but second of all, if you need somebody to talk to, comment down there. Private message me on one of my platforms, and then we will go from there. It's your boy Omar. Rest in peace to my dad, my granddad, my uncles, my barber, my aunts. Rest in peace to everybody that, you know, around the world that has lost somebody. I'm checking out. Peace.